Alright, so we're going to be continuing Don't Eat the Cashier. So let's load in there. The creature steps inside. Good evening, ma'am. A low rumbling bass, surprisingly calm and friendly. I'm listening, sir. Apologies for this sudden intrusion. Edward, you can just call me Eddie. We're chasing down a certain pest. You haven't seen a vampire around here by chance, have you? You know, young, a bit scruffy, wearing a leather jacket. You see, here's the story. One of our packs nearly took out a vampire sire's offspring a few hours ago. It was a tough battle. We suffered losses. We tried to track them and found one of them, well, more like a pile of ash, where he once lay. It seems one bloodsucker offered the other when he was weakened. Their family values are quite lacking. It seems patricide has occurred and didn't tell. And David didn't tell me anything about it. Probably that's why he had all those questions about vampirism. He was trying to get advice on where to go next after killing his creator, but in a complete idiotic way. Ooh. You see, man, vampires are parasite on the body of our society. They drink blood like mosquitoes, but unlike mosquitoes, they kill their victims by draining them dry. They languish in boredom with their immortality and thus destroy human destinies, play with them, torment them, and derive a semblance of pleasure from their suffering. They are devoid of true feelings. Oopsies. I look at David, devoid of any feelings. He's shaking all over. So I would be extremely grateful for any help. Don't give David away. Blackmail David? Okay, no, we're not gonna blackmail him. No, don't give David away. That bastard threatened me 5 minutes ago, but now he's small, trembling, and helpless. He's my bastard. I force a smile and say I haven't seen anything. A quiet, peaceful night. Eddie examines me closely. He's probably catching a faint scent of blood, but my calm demeanor throws him off. Strange. Well, okay, if he shows up, just give a whistle. We won't far away from here. Good night, man. The werewolf goes off to his important wolf business. David crawls out of his hiding spot. You could have turned me in. He stares into my eyes as if trying to peer into my soul and understand what it's made of. And that would have been a sensible decision. But I'm glad you're not one of those sensible ones. David says this with genuine relief in his voice. He's grateful to me, and now doesn't quite know what to do with that gratitude. He clears his throat awkwardly. So what's the answer to my question? What would you do if you were a vampire? His gaze reminds me of a lost fighting dog without a master. He's restless and can't find his place. What an advisor he picked. May the Lord help him. I'd take everything life has to offer: travel, entertainment, new experiences. The world is full of wonders, and not all doors are open to you. Okay, honestly. He chuckles. Oh, still waters run deep and all that. Pity the road of adventures led you to a stinky gas station. Maybe you're right. The world isn't limited to this lousy town. He says this quietly, almost to himself, looking out the window at the dark, empty highway. As if he's just remembered there's something beyond his cage of alleyways and gangland showdowns. Here for future adventures. David is about to turn around and leave when he suddenly stops. He pulls a crumpled piece of paper from his pocket, scribbles a number on it, and leaves it on the table next to my hand. Just as I reach for it, his hand covers mine, pressing into the table. His skin feels cold, rough from barely visible scars and blisters. This grave-like chill sharply contrasts with the warmth of my own hand. I feel a slight tingling, like static electricity. Call me if you need a ride from work. I've got a couple of ideas from what we could do before time. Hey, a date, babe, date. I ain't one of these hoes. Okay, I need to cut that. See you. Oh, he doesn't even give a tip, bro. David says goodbye and leaves. The gas station sinks into absolute silence. Fuck, Bob's gonna beat my ass. Well, that was quite an interesting encounter. I really could have turned him in, but I didn't want to. Hang the drawing on the wall. For someone obsessed with axe-related threats, surprisingly, his hands are quite skilled. Now I also have a date invitation from a guy who wanted to make me his dinner half an hour ago. I survived another visitor. It seems I'm starting to get used to this job. Wiping off the sticky residue, hoping it was just spilled soda from the counter, I suddenly hear the crunch of gravel outside. Whose? This is definitely not another vampire. The stranger leans against the counter, trying to look casual, but the way his tail twitches betrays his nervous tension. Hi. He clears his throat. Fuck, I keep clicking it. Hello, babe. My name is Victor. Aren't your parents pirates by what? No, sir, my parents are not pirates. No, sir, my parents are not pirates. I predict this many times and I'm still stumbling. He breathes in fits and starts and forces a nervous, trembling smile. It's very surprising that there aren't pirates because you are a real gem. You illuminate this dirty gas station with your glow. I mean, you clean it very well. This is not a complaint to you. It's just, forget it. You are a gem. Let's leave it at that. Awkwardly smile in response to encourage him. I give him a light, hesitant smile. It's a bit awkward, a little bit forced, but undoubtedly encouraging. Victor awkwardly smiles back, wagging his tail a bit little. He's incredibly happy that I didn't start an exorcism ritual. Didn't call security though. There is probably none anyways. Or worst of all, the security of this establishment is my responsibility. Then his smile gradually fades and he looks away nervously. May I ask a question? His face is burning. Victor takes another deep, frantic breath. His stomach his stomach his stomach is growling so horribly. I hope the guy is okay. Is it really that bad? I mean, is my flirting technique really that terrible? Oh well, it could have been better. Awkwardness is a great style. I like it. I liked it. Let's get him. Hell yeah. This might be the best comment he's ever heard in his life. Probably the only one. You liked it? His voice makes a surprise, disbelief, and a shy glimmer of joy. I'm glad you like awkwardness because I have plenty of it. You probably noticed. Right off the bat, is it really written on my face? Actually, I initially chose this tactic to charm you, miss. Of course, everything went according to plan. Yeah, okay. Victor. He coughs shyly and mumbles something to himself. Then he shifts his gaze back to me. Actually, miss, I'm here to acquire. He doesn't get to finish. We have a visitor. She stands next to the counter, clicking her mandibles impatiently. Two packs of Brapsy, a pack of screaming cheese, and a bag of fairy fingers. Tape. Two packs of Brapsy, a pack of screaming cheese, and fairy fingers. By the way, your gas station a real sweetheart. It's frightening to imagine what my invisible colleague looks like. He hasn't even bothered to say hello. And hurry up, I need to rush. I have a lot of work waiting for me today. I'm sorry I didn't connect the order at the same time. The incubus awkwardly tries to hit on the lady, and I thought we had something special. Apparently, the failed Casanova decided to try his luck on a new victim. Wow, you seem so busy and cool, man, and you must have a very wonderful job. She's clicking her mouse, producing a buzzing sound vaguely resembles laughter. Wonderful? Oh, yes, wonderful. Wonderful for those who don't like to eat, sleep, or see their children grow. Really the best job in all 9 worlds? Speaking of children, Victor barely recovers from her sarcasm and immediately pulls a wallet out of her bag and unfolds it. Over and over again. It seems endless. This is Gagu. This is Gugu. He is his father's. Damn. Victor gazes into the abyss, and the abyss gazes back, revealing baby pictures. The seduction attempt has failed again. Like any mother, Lady Mantis loved her children and considered it her sacred duty to tell every passing incubus about them. This is Gugu. He is his rebel phase right now. He pierced his Minos, can you imagine? He makes such a racket when he eats. The image of a larva in a biker jacket makes me snort and reminds me of David. This is Gigi and Gaga. They're still larvae, but already so talented. What talents can larvae have? They just lie there and eat. I do, though. I do too, though. Wait, don't think about that. You have very beautiful children, ma'am. All 20 of them incredibly cute. That's just the first wallet. Uh-oh. Oh, I got a bit carried away. I really am in a hurry. Here, your money, darling. Victor watches her disappear into the night, then turns to me with a grateful look. Thank you, miss. I can't handle 20 more kids, to be honest. I already broke down at the 8th, and I thought looking after a cat was hard. The lady left very little in tips, probably all her money, and went to her children. Victor suddenly remembers he came to buy something. However, my visitors rarely recall that. I need a book. Scans my stinking supernatural realm of discount rotten chocolate bars. It's sorry. Oh my god, stop doing that, fuck. It's a guide for, well, succubi and incubi. I can't remember what it's called, but I've definitely heard of something about it. Buddy, could you take a look? It's definitely not for me. It's for my less experienced friend because I'm, employee of the month in my lair. He didn't specify whether he was the worst or the best employee of the month. Well, life force harvesting for dummies or something like that. I hear him mumbling quietly to himself. Such a shame. I should have just stayed home and rewatched Evangeline for the 10th time. I'm heading to the storage room. Just a few hours where I'm rushing around here look for a very hungry monster. Now all these vials, eyes, and tentacles seem less ominous. A gigantic dead moth lies on top of one of the boxes, or perhaps it's just really tired. I'm rummaging through the book section deep in between baboonness and in the midst of patience and your concerns. I find the desired volume. I come back from the storage room holding this forbidden, mind-bending, precise title, Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About Demons and Everything You Didn't Want to Know About Them. Wow, this is definitely better than the PDF guides from various sites for, never mind who. Clearly not for the whole family. Let's study it? Yeah, it would be very unusual if you just paid me, tipped me, and moved along. I expect too much from this life. But in fact, there will be entertaining educational lessons. It certainly won't be unnecessary. And the guy looks like those pictures are enough to make him faint. The sooner this is over, the sooner I can send him on his way. We find a cozy spot next to the counter. I pull the grimoire closer. I open the book and the pages, yellowed and brittle with age, release a cloud of dust and indecent, horrifying desires. Incubi, the nature of the tempting rogue, hooves of desire. Tempting rogues, but that's me. Yes, definitely me. Hooves are just like mine. You have no idea how awful they clop, especially on tiles. When you sneak to the fridge at night, the whole house wakes up with you. Everyone thinks there's a big clumsy cow living in your apartment. Yeah, I think you really are an incubus. I don't know, but I didn't think incubus. Wait, I'm confused. But I didn't think incubus have. Okay. Oh, you're all right. All incubi really are purple. I thought my skin color was just some kind of coincidence. Like when you create a character in a video game and just spin the color wheel until you stumble upon something weird? He gives me a cautious look as if not entirely sure about the coolness of his purple hue. Purple's lame. Oh, no, let's not say that. I love the color purple. Too bad I'm not purple. Shakes head sadly. I know what you mean. When I was created, someone else spun the wheel. By the way, I was created in spore. Let's say that. Ugh. His face immediately brightens with a smile. Yeah, well, I think it's pretty cool, too. It's nice to know you like my, demonic phenotype. Haha. Victor turns his attention back to the book and runs his clawed fingers down the lines. Incubi, a princess of the vibrant hues of the soul. They draw power not from blood or life force, but from the pure, potent energy of mortal emotions. And although a refined banquet of positive emotions is the preferred Ambrose, what a fancy word. Practitioner can also sustain themselves with more coarse, fickle energies of negative, despair, horror, and humiliation. Provide a quick, bit unpleasant rush of power. It's no wonder that now, after arguing with someone in the comments, I feel like I've eaten a few raisins. Judging by the expressions on his face, he clearly isn't cut out for horrors and humiliations. His limit is probably arguing on 4chan, also a kind of source of horrors and humiliation, but still, it's a bit different. An incubus can less effectively form a symbiotic connection by feeding off a single consenting mortal vessel. The mortal vessel, in turn, can absorb some of the power from the incubus, among other things, their immortality. Wow, sounds like a decent deal. I certainly always have plenty of emotions, mostly hatred for the fact that to earn money you have to work a whole mountain of reasons for Victor, or whatever he called it. What a relief. Just one person thought of having to chase after a whole bunch of strangers makes me feel sick. Should just do things right after rent, but I love communicating, well, sometimes. Well, it's cool when you get along with people. Some people are probably just made for that, and me, well, just me, I always feel like I'm saying something wrong, because I usually do something wrong. Seems like I'm doing it right now, too. So, yeah, getting attached to one person you don't have to try constantly impress strangers. That's just a dream. Victor flips through the grimoire, reading the chapter titles. Technique of rogue seduction, juicy, emotional. She's using, what? Pathetic, lavish energies for feminine purposes. I don't even mention it. Oh my god, they have some big ass fucking words and I gotta stop clicking that. I just want to not starve without energy, maybe pay rent. I don't need to be lusty cousin of best. Oh, of Doctor Strange. I don't need to be the lusty Ooh. His fingers finally jab at a random chapter title somewhere in the middle. Love letters. Seems completely and really outdated, especially the part about carrier pigeon colors. Love letters? Who writes love letters anymore? This should apply to text messages now, right? So this is a good start. This is a good start. Let's work on this before moving on to more complex seduction methods. He pulls out a pen from somewhere, a cheap ballpoint with a little anime cat charm on the end. I hand him a grease-stained napkin like everything in this rotten place. The book says to convey aching adoration and a hint of forbidden desire. Victor starts scribbling something on the napkin. Maybe something like this? Maybe let's try again. Yeah, I guess. Takes a grease napkin from me and starts trying again. What about this? Marry me. She's just so cute. Victor's mind is now a blue screen of death. This probably means the picture turned out well, right? Oh my god. With a trembling hand, he takes the drawing for himself. If my client gets a heart attack, Bob will probably kill me. Victor continues to flip through the book, recognizing the desires of the vessel. He scans the first few lines of a text. It's all about observing simple hints, interpreting body language, and engaging in a candid conversation to uncover the special nature of mortal carnal desires. He glances at me. What does Vessel Isabel want? Oh? The vessel wants money? Big mood. Stable mental health. Period. Wants fame, love, and adoration that the vessel wants to become the new. No. It's a simple human sofa and cuddles on it. The vessel wants to leave work as soon as possible. Oh, what if you do? The vessel wants a simple human sofa and cuddles on it. Oh, great. And pizza, right? Yeah, you know what? Period, Victor. In his eyes is genuine sympathy and understanding of every delicate string of my unfortunate, lonely soul. That's honestly quite a simple desire. I think if the criteria for the second person on the couch aren't too strict, I could easily help. Though sometimes I comment too loudly on what's happening on screen, and I hope that's not too much of a problem. Sometimes you just can't help but make a stupid comment. 10, 20, in 5 minutes? Especially when you know some facts about the movie. We continue to study this villainous seduction manual, the art of verbal seduction and slippery flattery. To his surprise, Victor finds no mention of the fact that the pirate compliments work on living people. We examine the first paragraph, which is labeled as keys to the treasure chest of the heart, and flattery is described as a powerful aphrodisiac for the ego. It's all very dramatic, but the main idea is quite simple. Say nice things, don't say unpleasant things. This is definitely outdated. If I tell someone that his eyes are double gateways to the champs Elysees, I'll definitely get sprayed with pepper. And this good Lord, when I kiss you, I tremble like a paralyzed beggar. How's it even supposed to work? No, that's too much even for me. It's as though his gaze slides over me, trying to latch onto something practically attractive about my appearance. You have very elegant ear shape. Thank you, Victor. No problem. I mean, they really are. They have a very elegant curve, aesthetically pleasing. 11 out of 10 on the ear attractiveness scale. You're on my heads are an 11 out of 10. Will there ever be a happier day in my life? He takes a deep breath, gathering his courage for another compliment. Actually, you seem so calm and collected. You remain polite no matter what, patient. That's an incredibly rare phenomenon, especially in a place like this. You have to be incredibly strong to stay so cool under such pressure. If this person can struck down by ordinary basic politeness, this says a lot about our society. She smiles gently in response. Despite everything, he starts to relax. He's probably beginning to feel more comfortable around me. I would have never thought a monster would have to struggle with discomfort from interacting with a mortal soul and not the other way around. Another chapter, how to be a mirror. I didn't know we could change. Oh, it's metaphorical. And I did it again. Okay. The text describes the principle of mirroring, simply borrowing mannerisms, speech patterns, and even expressed opinions of the victim to create a sense of closeness and understanding. The path of least resistance to gaining mortal attachment. Oh no, what about all the stuff about just to be yourself and everything will work out? My mom lied to me, didn't she? With similar interests, what do older people like? Football and the weather? Definitely not anime and dark souls. Discussing the brilliant soundtrack of Silent Hill with people is a bad idea, that's for sure. Alright, practice. The book says that practice is the key to success. Victor lifts his gaze to me. Play along with me, please, like we just met. Beautiful mortal soul, I have appeared to you and have dreamed so many times, but I finally decided to find you in reality. I won't let you go so easily again. Even though the words aren't the most elegant, there's something supernatural about them. I still begin to feel a pull, a shiver run down my spine. He moves closer, his movements suddenly become smoothly and eerily graceful. The words this creature now speaks bypass my mind and penetrate straight into my primal brains. What the fuck? I play along, but part of me realizes this isn't entirely a game. I'm mortal at being, and he's a demon from hell who came from my wretched soul. I know this is dangerous, mortal, that it's wrong and forbidden fruit, but doesn't that make it all the sweeter? Oh no, the last moments of reason within me protest. Oh yes, everything else replies. I lean into him. Oh my god, with my whole body, eager to hear the last forbidden incredible sentence. Oh damn, my leg just cramped. Oh my god. The resonant hum abruptly cuts off. We're back in the little gas station. Sorry, I couldn't hold the seductive pose for more than 10 minutes, but it seemed like we were doing pretty well, right? What even was that thing? He slid into the tree ties a bit longer before letting out a sigh. His stomach growls again as soon as he could use an emotional snack. I think we've covered all the important stuff. I suppose it's time to wrap things up. He starts to rise from the floor. I'll tell you, but promise you won't laugh? I promise. Relief washes over his face. Yes, wonderful. I accidentally stole my soul in the dark net. He holds a dramatic pause. Oh, go on. Fuck, what an idiot I was. I dropped out of college back then because of constant stress, moved into a tiny dump, and barely left my apartment. I was scraping by with some freelance work. I talked, well, sometimes I chatted with various anonymous folks from Fortune, people without names, gender, or age. And then I stumbled upon a stupid ad. What did I have to lose? Definitely not a demon. 75, 66. And the chat offered me a chance to escape loneliness. Later, when I turned into this creature, he told me he did it for laughs. He left no instructions, just wrote in the chat to delete all context. That's fucked up. He was curious to see if I could handle it. His chance to escape loneliness turned out to be putting me in an incredibly deadly situation. He lifts his eyes to me. The memory is fresh wind for him, but before I can even respond, he jumps from the floor. But I've barely wasted enough of your time. He clops his way to the counter. Well, to be honest, I don't understand much. Those chapters are so strange. He lets out a quiet chuckle. You know what? It was great. I haven't had this much fun in a while. I think I even ate properly. Finally, positive energy. I mean, thanks for lunch. I'm not sure if I need to pay for that too, but I'll leave some money just in case. His tail twitches awkwardly. I haven't really interacted with people since college killed my will to live. It felt strange not to feel like such an idiot around someone. Thank you very much. He tosses some money into the jar, then takes a deep breath and adds, and maybe someday we could, well, to hang out together, not as a lesson, just play some silly games like friends. Why not? Just why not? As friends, we could make it a date. Ooh, smart. I a date? Yeah, you know what? Yes. His soul starts wagging loudly, talking over the 3 bags of chips, a can of soda, and a bottle of gloomy D. And of course, I'm ready. Oh, he shuffles her in a flow of enthusiasm and takes a frantic breath. See you then. Goodbye. Bye, Isabel. Good luck with your shift. It was nice to meet you. Oh my god, the gas station returned to silence, broken only by the hum of refrigerators and my own too loud thoughts. So, a crazy god, a vampire thug, a shy incubus walk into the gas station. Sounds like the start of a really bad joke. My life is now a joke. Just great. I just wanted to pay my bills. I didn't sign up for interdimensional quarrels and therapy lessons from the undead. But on the other hand, I wasn't eaten, and I wasn't turned into a piece of furniture by the standards of this night. That's a resounding success. Cautiously glanced at the door to Bob's office. There was a low gurgle humming like a giant disfigured computer tower was working inside. The clock on the wall indicated it was the end of my shift. With a heavy sigh of relief, I began closing up the place. Finally, I walked to the front door, inserted the key into the lock, and was about to turn it when suddenly, organism! I jumped in place, nearly dropping everything. Acceptable organism. You have shown potential, however, potential without full realization is nothing but comic dust on my appetite. What? Try harder. Maybe one day you will earn the right to behold the manager's restroom. Safe journey to your human refuge. What a relief. He vanished as suddenly as he appeared, leaving nothing but ringing silence behind. I stood for a few seconds, processing what I heard, then I slowly turned to key in the lock. Click. First shift completed. I survived, and now I can do anything, which means. Oh my god, wait! 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 Okay, wait, because Victor, like, we're gonna go on a date. Yeah. He said whenever. But David, I don't know. He said if you want to ride home. Let's call David. It was about a D, maybe it was the best one yet. The creature, on the other hand, informs me in a raspy that he'll be here in 10 minutes. Sure enough, soon as the roar of a motorcycle oh, shot into the silence of a night, battered but powerful bike pulls up next to me. Come on, move your ass. Sunrise is soon. Is that us? Oh, we look sexy. Look at us. Oh, we gotta look good. His voice sounds gentle. I move my ass and climb onto the seat behind him, wrapping my arms around his waist. Well, that's not his waist, but like it's one waist over the shoulder. He lets out a satisfied sigh. And by the way, enjoy today's sunrise while you can. Wait, what? Um, he better not make me a vampire, because I will crash the fuck out. I freeze. I know exactly what he means to be my last sunrise as human. Okay, wait! Wait! What? Wait. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Say nothing, hunk him tighter, or maybe I want to become a vampire, or maybe not. Either way, we're making decisions together now. Oh my god, I feel like that's cute. He slightly turns his head. The surprise in his eyes are replaced by a grief glimmer of respect. He looks at me like a tamed wolf, like an equal. His hand covers mine, resting on his chest and gently squeezes it. Okay, boss, whatever you say. Ah! Okay, stop. Bitch, cut the cameras. Whatever awaits us, external wanderings, arguments over who cleans the blood off the dishes now. Today, in the midst of. Wait, was I choosing my man this whole time? Instead of pretending to be our own descendants, we'll face it together. The motorcycle roars and heads out onto the highway. Oh, that was the end? That was the end? Okay, well, anyways, guys, I guess that's the end. I guess it's the final freaking part. Like, that's crazy.